Hey, you guys, it's Charlie here. We got Jericho and Hercules over that direction. We got Rock Butcher down below. Hello to everybody. Today we're going to have Jericho running things for the members. I haven't sent him the text message with all the names yet, which I still have to do. I got home late. I got home and literally had everything set up just quick enough to jump in here and hit the go live button. So I'm going to need to take a second and get things sent over to Jericho.
What? I couldn't hear you.
You couldn't hear me. Look at those ears. Hey, I'm just
Grogu in his ear.
I'm gonna go to the members' names on the phone, screenshot it, and send it over to you quick, Jericho.
There we got Robert Worley as a new member. Lee Hendricks Gold's in
What's
the
up,
house.
Robert?
Dan Burrows in the house. Joey Brown. Gold Eagle Prospecting. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Where are you going with that gun in your hand? Steve Armstrong. There's Joe.
Old Eagle.
What's happening?
Why does your name say Joseph Brennan and not Old Eagle?
Because something's going on with my my computer here.
You can change that. Just click on the three little dots beside your name. Change it to Old Eagle.
I think
Reese
I did
to
this
the
once.
win, by the way. I budgeted for 50 kids this Halloween. We got 19. So Daddy ends up with almost as much candy as the kids did.
Here's my
What's up, Joey Brown?
Boomy the Lost. We got Lewis S. Outdoors in the house. Robert
Stephen
Worley.
Armstrong.
Stephen Armstrong.
Lee Hendricks.
Joey Brown.
Hope y'all are doing well.
Dano.
Hello, everybody! Yay! I was talking to a few people in chat before. So what's going on?
Man,
Well, today's
Joe,
the member.
we're doing the member draw.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I've been waiting all week for the mailman to come, but the mailman never came. He came with a bunch of junk, man. That's about it. Hopefully tomorrow.
Did you see what I won on what was that? What the heck is Duck Duck Go? What I won on Jersey Silver Stackers 900 people list. There was a Wheel of Death of 900 people.
Really? Yeah.
I made it down to the last two. Second
How you
place
doing,
was a
Lois?
2020 limited edition proof set, silver proof set, with the ASE and 4 quarters, dime, and 50-cent piece.
Right on.
And then a Tuvala black flag, a 5-gram Geiger, and some gold.
That's what you won. Would you come in first?
Second.
That was second.
Well, I got one of the prizes was like a middle draw. That was the Geiger. And then I did a duel with Family Stacker, a fella on Instagram. I put up Engelhard and he put up the Tuvala, and the last man standing between us won the other silver. And then the second place prize was that proof set. But that proof set's going for well over $200.
Wow.
And then if any of them have errors, because I guess there's a lot of the silver proof quarters with errors, they're going for a lot more. So I was told I need to find somebody with a PCG or whatever, NGC. I need to talk to you about that, because I'm supposed to get them slabbed. Get them out of that thing and get them slabbed.
Yeah. Well, don't take them
Graded
out.
and slabbed.
Don't touch them. Whatever they're
I'm supposed to leave
them in there.
Yep. Just send the whole box. They said send the whole box to the grading company.
Yeah, I personally use there's two of them. There's two reputable ones. The two biggest ones in the country is PCGS, and the other one is NGC. I just happen to prefer NGC. They're both top notch. One's going to say one is number one, and the other one's going to say the other one's number one. They're both top notch.
Yeah, and I almost hit the donator gaw too. So he had a donator gaw, and I got second place on that. And that was for another run. First place got a 1/10 ounce round. Charlie, am I supposed to add River Rat, because he's also a Patreon?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing duck race because it's easier than the wheel.
You better get.
Or you want a duck? You want a wheel,
ticket, man?
I don't buy lottery tickets.
So, well, with your luck, with what? It's $1.5 billion. You're gonna pass that up?
I mean, I guess if I get second place on that race too, that's still a pretty good chunk of change.
I was on the what is it? Gold Prospector Space there last night on their channel, having a chat with them on, and they were talking about that Powerball thing, being $1.5 billion or something like that. The interesting thing is, if I buy a ticket as a Canadian, I don't pay tax on it. And because, I'm not an American citizen. So like if I go to Vegas and I win money, when I withdraw my money, there's not an IRS guy sitting there at the wicket waiting for me.
Really?
And And I just show them my passport and they're like, okay, have a nice day. And in Canada, any money you win in a lottery, doesn't matter where, is tax-free. So I would walk away with that entire 1.5 billion, and you guys would not have to work another day in the rest of your lives.
Wow.
Yeah. I would take care of each and every one of you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And that goes for all of us, probably.
Yeah.
But I think they were saying if somebody won it, you would walk away with 750 million.
Yeah, there was some. Yeah, it was less than half. I think they were saying there was some other tax included after that. It came to about
the state's lottery tax.
But yeah, there you go, Robert Worley.
Yeah,
yeah. If you win, Robert, just give me a call, buddy. You and I can hash it out over coffee. I'll give you your half.
What if I buy a winning lotto?
I'm sure if you can get away with it, somebody would have already done it with Frank.
Yeah, no. You'd have to be able to you'd have to be able to prove that you bought the ticket. You're not just claiming it for your buddy that bought it at a gas station.
Yeah.
Nope. In order to claim the ticket, you have to sign it. That's the only legal claimant of the ticket, is it being signed.
Then how come we haven't thought of this before? Oh, because none of us won it before.
There's none of you new Canadian guys that were willing to do it with you. That's why. Oh, good night, sweetie. House full of sickos here.
Oh yeah,
all down with the flu. Yeah.
You mean you didn't get your flu shot?
I don't believe in that. No, and there's good reason for it too. Like I remember back when I worked up at the Red Lake mine, we used to we had 300 and some odd captive inmates there, miners, all in this camp, and they the company would force the flu shot, and the day after we'd be down for the next 2 days, we'd be down about 30 to 40% on our workforce because guys got sick.
Does that look good?
Yeah, it looks okay. Hard to see.
No, I'm saying the names. I got everybody.
Well, yeah. But yeah, no, at any rate, after I watched that for like 3 years in a row, guys getting sick, getting the damn flu shot, I was just like, to hell with this. I'm not doing that anymore. So like when I've got a sample, I'm a scientist. When I got a sample base of 300 people and 100 of them get sick after getting an injection 3 years in a row, I'm not taking that injection anymore. So
that happened to me once.
Last man standing?
Yeah.
I need a number of shuffles. Somebody type in chat, first person, throw me some shuffles.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for, I've had more injections than you could shake a stick at, especially working overseas. But the flu injection for sure is not.
First one I see is 3.
I see 6. Oh, 3 was the first one.
Yeah, that's 3.
But no, Robert, this is Charlie's, or Joey. Was it Joey? It disappeared quick. Somebody asked me a question. This is Charlie's members GAW race. Last man standing. And what's the prize, Chuckles?
Half of that salami sandwich that he's eating.
No, I mean, wasn't it a silver round there?
Yeah. 2 bags of Skittles and a Mars bar.
Wasn't it a silver round there, Jericho?
Did you want to do?
Oh man!
An Engelard?
I was figuring one of those prospector rounds,
Yeah, those are cool. Those are really nice.
Wow.
So last man standing wins a prospector round. To get on this wheel, you have to click that join button and become a member. We'll give it to the half-hour mark. So if anybody jumps in and joins, they'll have a chance to get on that wheel.
There you go.
But at the half-hour mark of the show, that is cut off and we spin the wheel.
There's 10 watching right now. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 9 people on the wheel and 10 people watching. So
no, it don't work like that.
No.
Nope.
I guess not all of us are
channel members.
Joey Brown needs.
There's like 5 members in chat right now.
Hey, Reggie.
You want your window down? Is that your problem? Is that your issue? You want your window down? Grouchy dog.
giving you attitude today, or what?
Well, the deer keep running by, and he wants to get out and play with them, but they don't like him anymore. What's up, Black Mass?
You got to teach him how to grab the deer by the throat and drag it down to the ground and just keep biting until, the deer shifts its mortal coil, and then, quick, get out, skin it, gut it out, and get it in the backyard where nobody sees it.
Where were we at last night, Reggie neighbors? I don't remember, to be quite honest. You mean 2 nights ago? Because it was the long live stream, I'll tell you.
Black Mass.
You guys want to check out some awesome giveaways and like cool prizes and stuff going out too? Check out Black Mass. He's got some stuff going on. He usually has some random guys that pop up every once in a while. He's got comment guys that goes on. He's got all sorts of cool, fun stuff, and he's got some really fun payers to go through.
And next week, Dan B is gonna jump on an hour before Chuckle's stream to do his birthday giveaway. He's got 2 awesome jars of pay dirt made up.
Good to see you too, man, Jonathan. Good to see you here. Yeah, that sounds good there, Dan. I got a notice on that. I'm definitely going to be there for that. I just sent Dan some gold.
It's on my watch list, Robert. My watch list.
That means he'll get to it when he's taking a poop. Playing with a lot of silver, Jonathan, friend. Playing with a lot of silver.
Just reminded me, I got to make up a pay dirt bag.
Can I look at it after I'm done the live stream? Okay, thank you.
We got 12 people watching.
Okay, I accidentally spun the wheel, so I got to add somebody back.
Stop playing with the wheel.
All right.
I wonder if these are 2 different.
Oh, I didn't send that sucker. I got to send myself a picture quick.
Jericho looks like he melted into a blob.
I'm getting stuff ready. Hey, I haven't seen 406 lately.
I haven't seen him either.
I wonder if he got snowed in up there.
Either been really super busy, or maybe that all that muck I sent him just has him up to his eyeballs in clay. After he found that one nice nugget out of it.
I should give him a call, see what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine down in Texas. He's one of my, probably the main guy I deal with the coins when I play with them. And he's been, I told him about my videos and stuff like that, and he's gonna he checked them out and he got interested, and he was asking where to get gold from. Where do you get this pay dirt from that you talk about? So I steered him towards Vendetta's webpage, and he seen the price. And I told him, I says, you're not going to get rich doing it. It's mostly for fun,
For fun, yeah.
And then I ended up, I says, I had to send him something. I says, listen. Oh, I was talking about the silver that Vendetta got too, that crystalline silver, and he was extremely interested in that. And I says, I'll send you some. So then I says, oh yeah. I'll make up a little bag of pay dirt like you would get from these guys that you buy it online from, and you could try panning that yourself. I'll send you some silver, and I'm going to throw some gold in there with some pay dirt, and it's like keeping up a nice rapport with this guy.
Sure.
I've been dealing.
All right, so I've seen some people jump in. Who was it?
Reg Labé.
Moto Mining.
Moto Mining's here.
Hey, Moto Mining, get a monthly membership for Chuckles, and you could win a 1 ounce Engelhard.
Oh, Mary just came in. She just come in. I'm back reviewing everybody else.
Mr. Minix, Mary, how you doing? I see Reg in the house. Yeah. Wow, we're filling up here. I had a question for Dan, and now I forgot. I'll remember.
So for the price of a cup of coffee, you can become a member for a month and get a chance to win that silver round.
I'm over there stuffing my face, and I should be saying this stuff.
That's okay. We're here for you, buddy. I'm done my Reese's Pieces. I've had my my allotment here for the night. So,
hi, Mary.
Boomy, you still? I've seen you win some gold. You haven't panned any of it out yet.
Hercules, why are you being grouchy?
What's up, Mikey J?
His ears are backwards so he can hear you. Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Hercules, squirrel. Where's the squirrel? Go get the squirrel. Go get the squirrel. He starts tearing up the inside of your car. Where's the squirrel?
Hercules.
Like, other people are talking to me. I don't recognize.
He's got voices. Super attitude.
There was a guy talking about tearing up the inside of your car. There was a guy when I worked up at the mine, just I don't know, about 80 miles north of town here. There was a guy who had bought on his way up to the mine for his shift. He'd stopped in at the hardware store and he bought himself this big bag of deer feed, and he threw it in the trunk of his car. And
it's going, Mikey
and then
J.
came into work, and he was gonna take, because you had to park your car outside of the mine. You're not allowed to bring it in through the gates. So we had an outside employee parking area, and that's where you parked it. And there was plugs and that if you had to plug it in the wintertime. And then you go through the gate and you're there for your tour. And a black bear got into his car and just destroyed the interior of his car getting to that bag of deer feed.
I can imagine.
There was awesome pictures of it. The guy's like, it's totally effed. Like I got to put it on a flatbed and tow it 120 kilometers back to Thunder Bay, and then decide what to do with it from there. Yeah. That bear just destroyed his car.
So just under 5 minutes left for people to jump in on this. And in order to get on this wheel, you have to join that membership.
Hey, Jericho, did you see my last comment?
Hi, Christopher.
I did not. They're tiny on the phone.
Not much, man.
I said, I won some gold, but someone hasn't sent it yet.
You just won it the other day. Yeah, I'm getting as bad as Charlie is going to the post office.
I was going to say, do I owe you anything? I don't owe you anything, do I? I was wondering who you were talking about in chat there.
No, I won something from Jericho a while back, and I've been waiting on him to get stickers and such, but he still hasn't got them. He was like, "Do you want me to send it now, or do you want me to wait until I get stickers?" And I was like, "I want stickers."
Mikey J, there's a join button right by the subscribe button.
Hello there, Christopher. How you been, man?
Yeah, I don't see it on mine.
Yes, Joey Brown. If you join today within the next 5 minutes, you will get on that wheel.
Yeah, I don't even see it on like my channel itself. It's probably because you can't join your own channel.
Now, good for you, Christaboo.
I'm waiting on some stuff myself, but in the meantime, I just go through my my old tailings, come up with something, a flake or two, especially with my
Jericho, Joey Brown. Add Mikey J and Joey Brown.
Wow, my chances are dwindling over here from
right. It's like, dang it.
Came in, there was only 9 people on the wheel. There's about 14 on there now.
Yeah, I thought my chances were looking pretty good, and then, like you said, they're dwindling.
Yep.
But
hey,
since it's
Mark Miller, how you doing, Mark? What's up?
Since it's an elimination wheel, I'll probably be one of the first 3 off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is the last man standing. Colloquially, man, not man as in male.
Last person standing.
I think all the people on there are men's.
The silver that's in the middle is up for the prize tonight. This is for those members that, as you see, like these people here that just joined tonight. At the top of the screen.
Yeah, you explaining that for her? Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you post how long you've been a member? I see
usually it comes up like on my phone. There's like a little money icon down here.
Yeah.
Where it tells you there's where the membership thing is and super chat and stuff like that. It'll tell you right at the bottom you have a free milestone chat that you can do once a month.
Oh.
Yep.
Someone gifted me a Benzo turkey shoot bag last night. You should have heard all the moaning and complaining. I'm sorry I missed that, Joey. That would have been funny.
Well, Mary, you can come on Saturday or Sunday at high noon Central Standard Time because we're going to have some races to pay for Hercules Friday vet bill. I'll tell you that.
Tell you, one of these days I'll get some pay dirt. One of these days I'll get pay dirt from one of you guys.
Do you want pay dirt instead of just gold?
Well, I mean, you could throw it in some pay dirt.
Hercules, you're going to the vet tomorrow.
Oh, no.
You're going to go to the vet and get some shots? You want to go get some shots tomorrow?
Wrong type of shots, Hercules. Sorry.
Oh, he'll be drunk when he leaves the vet because they put him down to nappy nap land when he gets his shots.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
He'll be drunk. I'm going to film it. I'll film it. It's hilarious. He's so drunk when he gets out of the vet. Oh, stop owling.
All right,
it ain't
so
that bad. Yeah.
Anybody else to join is now. That time has passed. We're going to start running this. So we're going to blow up full screen here, Jericho, and you can run those names.
All right, I'm ready.
Jesus.
Old Eagle's a 4-month member.
Hercules might be losing his nutty buddies.
All right, first one off.
It'll be me for sure.
River Rat, the sole Patreon member.
Oh man.
No, Christopher, I'm doing pretty good, man. I haven't been smoking.
Just be cool, another Wisconsinite.
Only the good stuff.
Deuces, Robert.
Like he said, third one off. Third one off.
In the top 3
he called it. He called it.
See, if I don't pay attention and
sure.
I talk in the chat, then I'll stay on there longer.
Peace, Joey Brown.
Imagine if dogs.
Better luck at the end of the month.
You got a point there, Joey.
That's a good point, Joey.
Bye, Dano.
All right, come on, chat. There you go. Mr. Minix, how you doing, man? I got to talk to somebody in chat.
Oh, see you later, Old Eagle.
Oh, man, it didn't work. That's not me. That's not me.
Yeah,
see that little line right there means the G is missing.
Yeah.
That little line means the G is missing.
Yeah, short form. Yeah.
The G is silent in Old Eagle.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm going to have to send a large prepaid box through the post office to Gold Eagle. I got all kinds of rocks for him.
Oh, yeah? What kind of rocks?
Oh, just a variety of cool-looking little river pebbles that need to be finished, polished up nice.
Oh, well, I ain't
all right. We're down to the last 3.
Down to 3.
And some Jasper and
myself and who else?
Who me the last?
I like the Jasper.
Here I go. So long. It's been good to know you.
At least he made it to the last 3, Rock Butcher.
You hung in there.
Yeah.
Who's left?
It's Mikey J and I think Boomy the Lost.
Oh.
Boomy the Lost wins it.
There it is.
Mikey J hung in there really long, man.
Congrats, Boomy.
There you go, Boomy. Well, you're not going to have to pan this.
Seen Boomy in the chat yet?
I've seen him before.
Yeah, he's there somewhere.
Oh,
I know,
also
Mikey,
Gold Eagle.
So close. So close.
Gold Eagle. Also, I'm sending a small bag of dinosaur bone.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, that's something else. Damn. Where'd you get that from?
Locally.
And where are you?
Western Colorado.
Oh, all right. Me and my friends, I got called back into work. I went back to work for a little bit, but over there we were talking about what we would do if we won all that money. And that was one of the things, buy a whole bunch of land out there in Colorado.
Yeah, it'll take that amount of money to buy it. hell, in this town that I live in, like pretty much the cheapest houses you're going to find are about $250,000.
Really? Yeah.
Hey, Boomy, at the top of chat, there's Jericho's email.
Congratulations there, Boomy. Nice win. Very nice win.
I won't respond to that email.
You won't?
Hey, yeah, Jericho, you can just throw that in with my package.
Boomy knows how to get a hold of me.
Okay.
Because isn't that one prospect around? Isn't that a 82?
85.
Oh, is the 85 the earliest? Dang it.
But yeah, so Boomy, I already know where you're at. But Boomy knows how to get a hold of me.
So if anybody wants to come up and hang out and chit chat, we have room for one more person to join us. Link is pinned at the top of chat.
But yeah, that email is a spam email. My spam is basically filled of anytime I sign up for anything and I don't want to get the emails, I just put that email in. So
it happens.
But I got StreamYard starred, so that one pops up still. But yeah, I just used the main email that's on my about page. And did you see that? Gold Eagle is a dinosaur.
What?
He says, right on, sir. My info is still all the same.
Oh no! Don't tell me she's gonna start picking on me tonight. I don't want to get picked on, man, especially by Mary. She's brutal.
Hey, sit down.
Yeah, but it's always fun.
I hear you. I know.
She keeps the chat engaged and laughing.
Sit down. Hercules and I are running to the gas station. No, I'm not actually running. I'm going to drive, but I'll be right back.
I was going to say, you run?
Yeah.
All right, we won't bother.
Hey, I can run for a short distance really fast.
Hey, Gold Eagle.
I got about a block in me, and then that's it.
That's like 3 steps from me.
That's going to be in the bag.
Wow.
So yeah, you can have some fun with that, cutting it or polishing it.
Hey, just be cool.
What are those? Are rocks?
Yeah, it's dinosaur bone.
Dinosaur bones are rocks?
Oh yeah,
fossils.
Well,
Dinosaur fossil bones.
Fossils.
I mean, it's been millions of years. You don't think it's still bone?
No, hey, I'm from the Bronx, my friend. We ain't got.
Yeah, the only bones you find in the Bronx, you don't want to pick up and put in a bag.
Well, they do pick it up and put it in the bag. It's just a different bag.
Robert, when I was working over in the Gobi Desert, we found lots of dinosaur fossils.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But the most of it was just bits and chunks and stuff like that. But the coolest part I had was a slab. It was like a half of maybe like a femur, or something like that. Like it was clearly, the rounded edge. You could see the bone structure down the outside, the grooves on it, and it had to be like the size, almost the size of my head around when you held that fragment in your hand. Like that was a big animal.
Yeah, I've got a piece. My biggest piece is about, I'd say 5 inches around. It's like a joint.
Okay.
Yeah. The corners are missing off of it, but yeah, I've got a chunk that's like a big chunk.
Right on.
But those you had in the bag there, you can't put them in the tumbler, or else it would.
No, you'd have to slab them, Joe.
No, you'd do better to hand polish them.
Yeah.
Well,
you could tumble them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could tumble them if you wanted.
You might get some structure out of them. You could try it with some of them.
But I've got stuff like I pick up stuff all the time. Like this is just a little clear agate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and a bunch of that kind of stuff's going in the box too. I've got a piece. Let me go out on the porch and get a piece of the jasper that I'm going to send you. It's really cool stuff.
I like jasper, but I'm not sure how to look for it. I think I found some. One of the guys up in Montana gave me a rock. He said there was deep jasper in it, and I think there's
deep blood red.
But there's so many different types of jasper now.
There's a lot of different types of jasper, and it's all in the chalcedony family.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will show up good on the camera or not, but this is a brown jasper.
We gotta make you big. Can you make him big, too?
Oh yeah.
But it's got these pink, like these pink lines, pink and white lines through it.
Gotcha. I've got red jasper that's got those white lines through it. That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll really like that piece when you get it, because that's going in there.
Oh.
But if you want to see dinosaur bones, this is probably my greatest fossil find ever. Let me switch hands with them. This is a complete dinosaur.
Wow.
What is that?
That's a dinosaur, bud.
There's half on one side and half on the other.
Oh.
It was a perfect split. I found one side and I started looking around and I found the other.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I found the first half. I found this half first. And then I started looking around and sure enough, I found the other half.
Wow. What's that, a baby dinosaur?
It's a juvenile. The species is Frutachamsa. It was like a terrestrial crocodile. And they only got about 3 feet long or so.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool. The coolest one I've seen in private hands was my buddy Kelly Patterson over in Mongolia. And he was lucky to be working in a section of the country where there was a lot of fossils in the Gobi. And he actually has a nest with 6 eggs in it that was his center place on his coffee table in his living room.
That would be amazing.
It was like stunning. But in that country, those things are considered national treasures. You're not allowed to export them. You're not allowed to sell them. So like when I left, I gave all of mine to a young geologist who was up and coming and promising guy and add to his collection. And I'm sure that when Kelly left, he gave his either to the museum or some other geologist.
Here in the States, the laws have changed, or the laws have been changed and altered many times, but currently it falls along the same lines as Indian artifacts. If it's found on private land with landowners' permission, you're allowed to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a value on that?
I don't know. I'd have to get it. I'd have to take it to somebody that could appraise it.
Yeah.
And I really want to get it CAT scanned because the skull's not showing, but I'm sure the skull is in the rock buried. And if I could get it CAT scanned and find that skull, I could either sell it that way and somebody can finish prepping it out, or I could have somebody professionally prep it and expose the skull.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would make it worth a lot more.
Absolutely, yeah.
What are you saying? Cool. The skull is still in the ground?
It's still in the rock.
The skull is buried in the rock somewhere.
Oh.
Because the mud, like you got to figure the body it wasn't perfectly horizontal when it died, so the mud is kicked in more on top of one part, and then it broke apart. It didn't break apart evenly.
This is the tail. You can see the articulated spine here on the tail.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of little pelvic bones and whatnot in there. But if you follow that spine, it actually shows up on the outside of the rock and it curls all the way around and comes back into here.
Oh.
Or into right here. So I'm thinking the skull is in this area somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's just in the rock and you can't see it.
Yeah, it's underneath the rock.
Now that's interesting. That's interesting.
You don't want to start scraping away at it just in case you scrape right into it and then you destroy it, you know?
Yeah, and I really hope that it's in the red part because that fossilized better. The white part didn't fossilize very well.
That's cool.
How you doing, Detective Bull? What do you got going on there? New laws.
And if you guys didn't know, I'm really into collecting ivory. Love my ivory.
Oh man, don't get me started.
A good piece of ivory, Rock Butcher. This puzzle ball has over 13 layers.
Dude, I worked in Africa for 5 years, and the fine for importing ivory from Africa to Canada at the time was $250,000.
Wow.
And I was like, and I saw this one time. They had these two statues. There was this one guy I always used to go to at the market before I went home. When I come out of the mine, we were at the company house, and then you get a day to kind of go around and buy some stuff for people at home. And there was this market, and I always used to go to the same vendor. And he had these two ivory statues on a round base. And what it was a hand coming up like this with a head on top. And that's all. Just the hand coming out of the base, the wrist, and the head. And there was a man and a woman. Because in African art, there's always the man and the woman, you know? And they were made out of ivory, and he called them the thinkers. And I was looking at those, and I told him a year before how much the fine was for getting caught for importing this stuff. And he looked at me, and he comes up beside me, he's like, you know what, Jim? I'm not selling those to you. He says, but give me a minute. And he takes off out of his office, out of the little shack we're in there and he came back with the exact or very similar sculpture, but in ebony.
Oh, nice.
And they were bigger, and a hell of a lot cheaper, but they were beautiful. And so I bought those off of him, and he says, there you go, I just saved you $250,000.
Well, see, and a lot of my ivory I've actually bought off of eBay, just knowing what to look for.
Yeah.
But also, I got this chunk of ivory.
That's from Alaska. Just look at it.
This came from Andrew's Northwest Coins in Alaska. Yes, he's a native.
Yeah.
And that's either mastodon or mammoth tusk.
That stuff is legal. Yeah. I remember working up there, and there was a big fight amongst the local artists, and that this is stuff that's been dead for 10,000 years or more.
Yeah.
Like, why aren't we allowed to create arts and crafts with it? The First Nations did for years and years, and they sell it. So, like, why can't I buy it off some placer miner and create my own art? And the Canadian government finally, sort of bent over and said, okay, but it's got to be permitted. Like, give me, context where this is from and that, and then they let you do that.
Well, and see, like I said, I traded some silver to Andrew's Northwest Coins for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to eventually get a carved walrus tusk from him. Now, the walrus tusks, he has to provide paperwork and everything with the walrus tusk.
Yes.
And according to the rules, he's a native, and they have to alter it by at least 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have him scrimshaw walrus tusk for me.
Cool. Super cool. Yeah, that's really neat. I've seen, I got a buddy who's a knife maker, and he's made knife handles out of mammoth tusks and mammoth teeth as well, because the teeth, they don't count as ivory.
Yeah.
And they get those, and they make, and you have to, I guess you got to epoxy it or something, like you got to cure it, because otherwise it cracks over time.
Yeah,
sure.
Andrew sent me a couple of pieces of mammoth teeth, and yeah, some of them are falling apart, separating.
But they're absolutely beautiful when they're completed. They're works of art. Like,
yeah, it's really cool.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't.
Okay, time to make another drink. I need more tequila.
Oh, Joe's playing with gold.
Gold?
I'll show you. This is how I make my drinks. That much tequila, and then I finish it off with orange juice.
There you go. Just to add some
It's
color.
mostly tequila. Yeah.
That's about half and half.
Just a little tint.
Add some color to it.
Exactly. Yeah, when I make a drink, I want to know there's tequila in it.
I've got a bottle of Don Julio sitting on my shelf right
You
there.
can't read that, can you?
No, we can't read it.
Well, make Joe big. Oh. No, we still can't read it, Joe. Move your camera. Don't move the scale or you're going to tip your gold all over the floor. Nope, still can't read it because you're cutting it off in the bottom of the view.
You got to move it backwards.
Tilt your camera down.
Right there. Now tilt your camera down.
0.5.
It looks like 0.5, yeah. 0.525.
527.
Don't fart, it'll go up.
Yeah, somebody just blew on it. Yeah, give it a second to rest again.
All right.
Half a gram.
We're gonna. Yeah, that's.
Is that for tomorrow or what?
You gotta add a little sugar. No, I gotta send. I told you I gotta send that away to my my friend in Texas.
Oh, your coin guy.
Yeah.
Your coin guy.
Yeah. I gotta keep him happy, you know.
Yep.
No, he's interested. He got interested in it, so I figured I you know, what's a half a gram? I'll get that. I got some.
Jeff's asking you to send it to him instead.
What do I gotta send? Do I gotta send him anything? I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get some gold in my collection. Also, I've got.
Did you get your silicone?
That's what I'm. Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting on. I thought it might come today, but hopefully tomorrow. If it comes tomorrow, then we can play with it tomorrow night.
I'm dying to see you run that sludge there I sent you on that silicone. I want to see what the hell 406. 406 has been invisible for the last week and a half.
I know. I have.
After he picked out that nugget, that specimen out of the stuff I sent him, and I was.
And then
like,
he disappeared.
And then he disappeared. It's like, oh my God, something must have come up.
I know.
I heard from him twice, and then he didn't answer back.
Oh, I hope everything's okay.
I think the last there was snow coming through there. I know I looked on the map and I think they were getting hit with a snowstorm, but I don't know if that knocked them out of the ballpark there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's possible. Eastern Colorado had a blizzard a few days ago.
Yeah, there was snow in Alberta just north of there a couple of days ago as well. So the storm went through the whole area.
Why in the heck isn't Jeff up on panel?
I wish I could share the screen on the iPad, Charlie.
Right.
Jeff's out there. You just got to jump in it.
Jeffrey.
Oh, so Joe, those are the
what is all that? Oh yeah, those are the pictures you sent me, right?
Yeah, so those are the 0.5 gram 7 wonders of the world.
They got to be
the Artemis thin, and the right? Pyramid of Giza. They're gram? Pretty thin, yeah. Yeah, and then there's a 0.5 gram basketball from Palau. That one's a Cook Island. Those are Cook Island, and then that's the Palau.
That's a 0.5 gram?
Yeah.
Man, that thing must be super thin.
Yep.
That's what I'm
It is.
Yeah, don't open the container. You'll bend
it. It'll blow away in the wind.
Yeah.
Although they said that if you open it, you're supposed to open it in a bag, because if it falls to the ground, it will fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
No, you don't open that. You don't open it.
Yeah, just leave it like it is.
But I thought about sending those to get graded. Because they're only minted at 500. There's only a 500 minting.
Well, they're all proof then. I mean, it's no point in getting them graded.
But I don't know if they can grade them, because are they of monetary value? Does it say that it's?
Yes, they're $1 coins from CIT Cook Island.
Does it say it on the coin?
Yep, it says $1.
Where does it say it on the back?
On the back. On the back.
Yeah. All right.
Did you guys
send you pictures?
Did you guys hear about that? A couple of years ago, the Royal Canadian Mint produced a coin that was, I think it was 13 kilos of gold.
I seen that.
And it had a nominal value of like $1,000 Canadian or something stamped onto it, the Queen's head and everything like that, maple leaf on the other side. And it was on display in Germany, and guys stole it. And they still haven't recovered the gold. I think they caught a couple of the guys, but it's gone, man.
Melted down, turned into something else.
13 kilos of gold.
Do you know what the biggest gold coin was?
Nope.
It was an Australian coin. It was a kangaroo, and it weighs 1 ton.
Pocket change.
Imagine the press. Imagine the press that you would need,
right,
to make that coin.
It's got a face value
for one time.
It's got a face value of $1 million.
Oh my God!
Man.
I would like that coin.
Right.
Well, you see, it's ridiculous in minting a coin that big. That's why eventually I was talking to somebody about this, but I think the world monetary system is going to go digital. The whole world monetary system is going to go digital.
Oh, they're trying to make it that way.
You watch. Maybe not in our lifetime, but eventually, because if they're going to trade.
Well, you're old.
No, it'll be in my lifetime. They're already trying to institute that global, currency that's based on the crypto. They want paperless.
But it's not. I don't see. I can see it working on a global basis where they're going to pay for million barrels of oil at $100 million, cost, or steel and stuff like that. Large monetary transactions. But for us, the normal people, we still have to have something that we can tangibly touch. It's not. I can't see the digital stuff.
The longer this goes on, the more I'm a huge fan of silver. I'm just accumulating silver, man.
Yep. That's me. I'm a big fan of silver. I want as much silver as I can get, especially American dimes.
Yeah.
Some of us are a member of the Silver Shield buying group. You like silver?
And what is that? What does that do for you?
Silver Shield is a mint. Try to find one of my. Okay, I'll blow it up. No,
he blew it up.
I did. Boom!
Don't blow it up.
Well, hey, speaking of blowing up silver, do you know there's 500 ounces of silver in every Tomahawk missile?
No. Really?
So that's a Silver Shield round, if you can see it.
Yes, there's 500 ounces
and then
of silver in a Tomahawk missile.
And then that's a Silver Shield round, wherever it may.
Wow. We got to start stealing some Tomahawk missiles and start taking them apart.
Right.
Hitting them with nitric acid.
Well, I'm thinking, with this war that's going on, how much silver is being wasted right now? How much is just being blown to smithereens all over Ukraine?
Well, when it gets atomized like that, guys like me can go back. You just scoop up the ground and you put it all together and you put it through a leach vat and you just suck it back out again with chemistry.
Well, right.
But yeah, detectable.
Why hasn't the price of silver shot up?
Well, exactly. That's a great question.
It's because there's a lot of silver.
There's not as much as you think.
There's more gold on the surface of the planet than there is silver.
The production of silver is not equivalent to the amount, and gold, this applies to gold as well. The day-to-day production of silver is not equivalent to the equivalent amount of trading that goes on, the increase in trading that goes on every day, based on stockpiles. It's just not there.
And I disagree, totally detectable. False. Detectable says nothing beats holding a big wad of cash. But now, if you got them Zimbabwe, you can have 50 billion Zimbabwe dollars and it's 70 cents American. What good's that going to do you?
Look at
if the value of your currency goes away,
look
there
at the
you
people
go.
In Venezuela.
Same thing, Venezuela.
That had tons of cash, had millions of dollars in cash. They were wealthy, wealthy people. Now they're flat freaking broke. The only people that surviving in Venezuela are those that had precious metals.
Hey, look, it's a 200 South African dollar note. You know how much this is worth here? Like
about 3 cents.
$13. $13.
Silver is the primary metal used in electronics. Gold is secondary.
Exactly. Electronics can survive without gold, but they can't survive without silver.
Yeah.
And that's Teslas, all your solar panels, everything has to have silver.
I'd say cash is a promise on paper. Well, it used to be because I have silver certificates.
Well, hey,
they were saying that the Chicago bank will still accept gold and silver certificates and give you gold and silver.
Really?
That's the rumor. The U.S. Bank in Chicago.
Huh.
If one does it, they all.
I haven't tried it yet. That's what I said.
Oh, in theory, if you walk into a bank and you say, here's $1,000 in paper, I want $1,000 in silver, the bank should be able to do it.
Right. But that'd be like taking a 22 gold eagle to the bank or something and being like, hey, I want to cash this in, for cash, and they're just going to give you face value. They're not going to give you
no. That's
$50.
No, we're not talking about the same thing. Because you're talking about a rare coin. Whereas, like, if you walked in with, like, what's the price of silver right now? $16 an ounce?
No, it's $19 and something.
Okay, so if I walked in with 1,900 and something and said I want silver, I would expect them to put 100 Johnson Matthey 1 ounce silver bars in my hand. So I did the math wrong. 10 of them in my head.
Right.
But yeah. So, but yeah, no. When you're talking about a piece of history, that's different. And you're getting into the numismatics, and that's the collector.
Well, think about silver dollars. How much are our silver dollars worth? Are you willing to trade 20 of them for 1 ounce round of silver? Because I think every coin shop in the nation would take that deal.
Yeah, but how about?
Oh yeah, I bet they would. No, what it is the promise of the value of the dollar in silver.
Right. I wish we would go back to a gold-backed currency. This fiat currency that we have is a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
because back in the day,
I agree
when America was first created, one of the rules in order for you to be a nation or a country is you had to be able to produce your own currency that was out of a precious metal. That's why Martha Washington's family heirloom silver plates and all that got melted down into our first currency, just so that we could show that we were able to supply our own currency for our nation. And it should still be that way.
You're getting excited and yelling, Robert.
Huh?
Yeah,
you're getting excited and yelling.
You're not wrong. I was watching a great documentary on that.
It's cold. He's passionate.
It's as soon as they came off the silver standard in what 1890 or so.
No,
sank all of the silver operations in the American Southwest, and then Nixon came off the gold standard, and Canada followed right shortly after that, and said, "Oh, this is just a temporary thing. It's a temporary thing. It's been temporary, my ass." Because as soon as they came off that standard, it allows them to print currency. Correct. And like you say, it's fiat. It's just paper. It means nothing. And I gotta say, like, not that I have any interest in the position, but if suddenly I found myself sitting in that big oak chair up on Parliament Hill in Ottawa, Canada, one of the first things that I would do is I would start making every Canadian mining company pay their taxes in bars of silver and bars of gold, and they would all go straight to the mint. And that's where they would go.
Well, hey, why don't you run for office on that?
Well, because mining.
Could you imagine?
Mining's
El Jefe Rock Butcher.
Mining's an evil, stinky thing up here. Like everybody's like, "Ooh, you guys, you ruin the environment." And okay, they weren't wrong in the 1970s and the 1960s, but today, pardon my French, I got pictures of trout spawning in creeks coming off our tailings ponds.
Right. So, well, like you said, but make them pay their taxes, make them pay in silver and gold, and then guarantee part of that to go back towards restoration of the ecology.
Oh, no. Those companies already have to have a bond. That's on top of that. They already have a bond nowadays. Everybody's got to have a bond for restoration. I'm just saying, you pay your taxes, your corporate taxes, in silver and in gold, and that builds up the stock of silver and gold in the mint, and that supports the Canadian dollar. That's it. Then the dollar is backed by silver and gold. You know what I mean?
I love the concept, and that'd be great. Like for our oil and gas companies, okay? Well, pay your taxes that you owe with oil and gas that can go into our strategic stockpile.
Why not? That's a great idea.
It's a great idea. I love the idea.
Right, yeah. Mr. Minutes, right? I talk too much, guys. Apparently, I talk too much. So.
Sorry, Charlie. We've kind of overtaken the conversation now. Yeah. Okay, let's let Charlie talk for a while. I'll shut up.
No, it's all good. I don't care. I was just reading what Mr. Minix wrote. It's like, yeah, I talk way too much. He's way too much.
Yeah, I don't qualify, Mr. Minix, but yeah.
No, I enjoy having the open panel with people up here talking because I don't always know exactly what to talk about. And if more people are talking and there's interesting topics, then we jump into that conversation. Otherwise, we just kind of let the stream flow how it goes naturally. So. I'm just the guy over here ringing the bell like Ding, next word fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that we're all like associated with, which in turn has a big influence on the entire world. Is gold and silver, both. You know.
Well, all I can say is y'all need to start going to yard sales because, like I said, I found 3 of these silver bowls. The hallmarks. Let me see. Where's the hallmark? The hallmarks were ground off, but where it was ground off, it was still silvery looking. So I took a chance at $2. I brought them home, tested them with my acid test kit, and sure enough, they're silver. Each one of these bowls is just under 7 ounces, and I paid $2 for 3 of them.
Wow.
I know what you're talking about, Robert, because I was thinking about doing the same thing, but not just looking for silver. Finding the old jewelry boxes that still have jewelry in them and be like, how much for the whole thing?
Yeah, and silver and gold, but if they know it's gold, sometimes you can just get them to, you can pick through their stuff and offer them, a decent price for it, and most people will just jump right on it.
That's why you walk up to the jewelry box and instead of digging through it, just grab the whole thing and be like, how much for the whole thing? Everything inside the whole jewelry box.
Well, you'd want to dig through it a little bit just to make sure that there is gold and silver in there, because not always is there.
Yeah, but you can take stuff and turn it around and get rid of it. If there's gold and stuff in those items that you do happen to find, you can set those aside.
Oh yeah,
or in theory, just melt all the shit down.
Silver is AG, right?
Yes.
Yep.
AG.
Yes.
You see, Joey Brown, Rock Butcher, if a Kenyan can be president, anyone can. If I were president of the United States, Joey, I'm sorry, but I would have to pass legislation that restaurants in every state had to learn how to cook poutine properly with cheese curds, not with grated cheese, right? Okay, kids would have to learn how to snowshoe.
Well, at least you're worried about poutine and snowshoes and not talking about our guns.
There you go. I have guns. So where's the problem? I have no problem with that. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's funny.
Yeah, cheese curds. I remember when I lived in Washington, that was one of my mom's favorite things was what we called squeaky cheese.
That's squeaky cheese because it squeaks on your teeth when you bite
Yep.
it. My kids still call it squeaky cheese. I every once in a while, it's expensive now, but once in a while I buy it at the grocery store. And when we do road trips, there's certain cheese factories we'll stop at from time to time, and we'll always stop there and buy squeaky cheese. Okay, let's go get some squeaky cheese here.
Yeah, I haven't seen squeaky cheese in years.
The kids
it's not a thing here in America.
I don't hear a damn thing
that's
200 miles down the road because the kids are.
I never heard of it in my life.
Once a week here in Wisconsin, you could go to the gas station and buy cheese curds that are squeaky.
Yep, you got to get
every
them fresh.
Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're fresh right off the truck.
Then
nice.
They're squeaky.
I'd probably be afraid to eat squeaky cheese.
Yeah. If you guys are somewhat of preppers, if you've got the powdered milk, the powdered dry milk is not pasteurized. So it still has the fats, and you can make cheese out of powdered milk.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I'll take that under advisement.
Joey. Poutine, not poontang.
Oh, I'd rather have some poutang.
There's two different things, but I assure you that they're both equally as good.
Yeah, well, like Joey says, what about the two together? I'll try anything once.
Well, yeah.
That's called from under.
You might find a French Canadian girl that'd be willing to give you a go.
Now, Joey, I don't know that I'd try anything once. I mean, you're leaving yourself open to a lot of things.
You might have to try it twice or three times and, make a statistical analysis of it.
Well, I mean, if you'll try anything once, will he try a baseball bat up the wazoo?
Oh.
I mean, he'll try anything
left
once.
Turn there, Robert. Major left turn there. That was like,
joke on me.
Well, I mean, he said he'd try anything once.
Well, not
maybe not anything.
I gotta go find
There's a line.
I lost it.
There's a line, and you jump over.
I just sent the U.S. and you see that, Reg Lab? I sent the U.S. in an entirely different direction. Tex-Mex be damned. We're all talking about poutine now.
What is that? Cheese?
It's fries with cheese and gravy.
Fresh cut French fries, double fried, with cheese curds and gravy. But it's a special gravy. You gotta. It's like a mix of the beef broth and some people put chicken stock in it. And it's just, Joe, come up here and I guarantee you'll eat it once and you'll crave it the rest of your life.
Well, Rock Butcher, you come over here and I'll make you some biscuits and gravy that you'll crave forever.
Partner, you know what? I've never in my life eaten biscuits and gravy. And
oh my God.
I watched all these shows where people make biscuits and gravy. I've got a lot of American friends that talk about biscuits and gravy, and one of these days I gotta try it. So Robert, I will come down there and try it.
You come here, I'll make you the best biscuits and gravy you ever had.
Right on. Sounds great.
And autism, magnet fishing, Mary? No, don't anybody look that up.
Blue waffle. I've seen a blue waffle, and Joe, just say no.
Mary,
do not Google blue waffle. Do not Google that.
Mary,
that is 2 girls, 1 cup.
That's that's what you get from swimming in Lake Superior in March. You'll get one of those.
Yeah, don't look up blue waffle.
How do you spell that?
WAFLE waffle. Then part 2. 2 girls, 1 cup. You got to watch that video.
That I've seen 10 years ago.
We're bad.
Yeah.
I almost think we're to the point with conversation that we need to go to the after party.
Yeah.
Yeah, after party.
Yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours, no? Is it?
Hour and 18 minutes.
9, 8, 9.
I see 78 minutes. So yeah, I don't think mine's up to date, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
I see an hour and 19 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh, 8:30 we come on. 8:30?
7:30 my time, 8:30 your time.
Yeah.
Mr. Minix wants the link to the 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh, Jesus.
Or does he want blue waffle link?
No, you don't want either of them.
For science, you got to see it.
No.
Jericho's like, I'm going to get him the link.
I am. I'm going to send it to him on Discord.
No.
I see there's a bunch of closet perverts in this room here, huh?
So somebody needs to do a blue. Hey, does somebody need to do a blue waffle 1 cup video?
Blue waffle,
I refrain from making a comment at this time.
Yeah.
That's just going to make me all the more inquisitive.
Yeah, don't do it.
Oh,
You ever eat at Arby's before?
Yes, I love Arby's.
I ate.
Well, just imagine it blue.
I think I'd still eat it.
You guys can't see this. Oh no, the light's bad.
This is the rock. The rock I got from Montana.
This is a rock, he says.
That he said was jasper.
That ain't no
Get it
jasper.
wet so
That
we
looks
can
like
see.
sandstone.
No, this side. This
Get it
one
wet.
side, I guess.
Get it wet. Let us see. You got to get it wet, old man.
That doesn't look like jasper. That's too grainy.
Yeah.
Jasper is
Rock
in
Butcher,
the
you're right.
chalcedony family.
I'm blowing them up here, so I'm going to get max bid size.
Well, Jasper's a chalcedony. It should be smooth like chert or flint.
I think it's dirty though. Can you see it? You can't see it, right?
Yeah,
Hold on.
I can see it, but
I'm
I can
waiting
see
for
it.
the computer.
But I don't see Jasper.
Yeah, it's not jasper.
I can't tell. It's just
Jasper's going to be more
wet
wacky.
brown rock.
It's a brown rock. Exactly.
That looks like a leverite. That motherfucker
Yep.
should have been left in Montana.
Yep, leave it right where you found it. Or it's an Indian sex stone. It's just another fucking rock.
See this red in there? You can't see.
That's
that.
granite. Nope,
You
no
don't
red.
see
It
it?
just looks like a brown rock.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I see a little bit of red
That's-
right there. Yeah, by the tip of your finger, I see it.
Would that be what they're thinking is jasper in there?
Maybe.
Possibly.
But I wouldn't think that's Jasper.
If you broke a chunk off and looked at the scar that was left, that would give a better idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna experiment with this rock and maybe get myself
Get your rock hammer out.
a stone cutter or something.
Ooh.
Can't you use a
Hey, Lapidary Dave has a sale on stone cutters.
Can't you use a tile cutter?
You
Yeah.
can.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
But you want a continuous blade. Continuous blade.
Yeah, you don't want one of the
You don't
tile
want one
cutters
with the
with the
slot.
notch.
Tile cutter, so a round blade. Yes.
Oh yeah, you
Yep,
want
you want a continuous blade.
Well, you see,
Continuous,
some tile
yeah.
cut, some rock blades or tile blades have notches in them, and you don't want that.
No,
Oh,
That'll cut your fat fingers right off.
but
No, you want the
also
solid diamond blade.
not all tile blades are designed for cutting rocks,
Rock.
which is a
Yep.
mistake that I made
Correct.
years back. When I bought, the only diamond saw I could get was a tile cutting saw, and we started going through blades like freaking 90, like every couple of meters we had to replace the blade. So you
Well, you could cut
gotta-
slower.
no, it didn't work.
Really?
It'll shatter.
It's just the rock is, because it's a question of hardness and abrasivity, and what
Yeah.
you're doing is you're wearing down the matrix, exposing the diamonds on the blade, and then those diamonds are being stripped away by the abrasiveness of the rock itself. So if you're going to do it with a tile saw, make sure that you get a blade that's like the hardest blade you can, like a 10 or an 11. And then you'll be okay to cut rock. Because most tiles are like 4, 5
4 to 6
on the
for the
cutting
tile.
blade. Yeah, there you go.
You see, I tried to steer the conversation back into the geology part of it, but now they're talking about blueberry pancakes, man. What's that?
Well,
That's
talk
breakfast.
about geology. You
I don't
see
know,
this, Gold Eagle?
I
It's
told
beautiful.
Mary she came dipping up here. In the spring she'd get a blue clam, but she's now we're on to blueberry pancakes.
Hey, Gold Eagle, I saw this and I knew instantly that it was an agate, right? Ah, shit.
Hold on.
I saw this and I knew
Wow.
instantly that it was an agate.
You got a lot of missing hair up there, buddy.
That
How do you
whitish-
know what it is? I've never seen them before, so I wouldn't know what they are in their raw state like that.
Well, most agates have this white coating on them.
in
and I
your
could
area.
see- You really know in pretty much
for your area.
Pretty much everywhere agates have white coating.
It's
other than if they're river washed or beach washed.
It's finely pulverized quartz that's on the outside of it. I
could see this.
Yeah.
Well, it's calcium and magnesium usually. It's like a manganese cortex. But I could tell through this area that it was an agate. And so I took and I broke a chunk off. And sure enough, it's an agate.
Ah.
But the thing that you can't see is I took another flake off on this size. On this side, you can see part of where the flake didn't finish. But this thing defies gravity. But if I touch it, boink, it flakes off this little piece of the agate. That's how close it is to like obsidian. This almost flaked at a molecular level.
That looks to be like chert.
Oh.
Well, right, but you see,
I think
that flake basically defies gravity.
Yeah, I've seen lots of chert with that white rind around it.
Yeah,
Mr. Winnix, go to your Discord.
Chert will do that as well, but dang it, now it's not wanting to stay on there.
Now you gotta find a bunch of guys in the black powder community, and they'll pay you good money for that to make flints for their flintlocks.
Oh yeah, and well, I'm a flint napper. I can make flints.
I think we're gonna go to the backstage.
Uh-oh.
We have room for one more person to join us.
Come on, Jeff. Where are you? Come on, Reg.
Come on, Mr. Minix.
Thursday.
Mr. Minix, I sent you some Discord messages. Come up on the stream, Mr. Minix. Come on.
Yeah, I think Jeff said he was working.
Click that link.
I think Jeff said he was working.
I was looking for the video of Mr. Minix. He said he showed himself. I haven't seen it yet. I can't find it.
He didn't show himself. It's false. It's false.
I seen the one in costume.
Yeah.
Well, did he show himself or expose himself? Because I mean, the words are kind of synonymous.
Yeah, we're back to the pancakes again.
Yep. All right, everybody on YouTube, Gold Eagle tomorrow night. Saturday high noon, Sunday high noon with me, Gold Eagle, Rock Butcher, and hopefully Chuckles will be there.
I'll try to be.
We'll see if we can't come up with something interesting tomorrow night, too. Take care. Good night, chat.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Good night.